Hey everybody, this is Rev. Before we get started with the episode, there's just a couple of things I want to let you know about. We have a new website, which is www.thecritshowpodcast.com, and along with that, we have a new email address. Now, if you email our old Gmail account, we'll still get that, but you can now reach us at thecast@thecritshowpodcast.com. So if you've got any questions for us or want to let us know about anything, that's how you can get a hold of us. We are getting pretty close to wrapping up the second story arc. And I say this every week. I just want to say thank you again to everybody who is listening to the show. It makes me so happy to get on Reddit or to get on Facebook or wherever and see people talking about the show. So thank you to those of you who are enjoying the show and sharing the show. People have been making requests about doing some streams, about doing some other episodes, some other game types, and we have some stuff in the works. So we are listening. We are hearing what you're wanting to see, what you're wanting to take part in. And we are working towards that. The way that you can help us is to continue to share the podcast. If you can find one or two other people that you think would enjoy it and share it with them, that growth means a whole lot to us. Also, if you haven't done it yet, if you could rate us and review us on whatever medium it is you're listening to the podcast on, it really does help a lot. The more reviews and the ratings that we have, the more that mystical algorithm suggests us to people. So if you haven't done that yet and you've got a minute and could do that for us, it really does make a whole lot of difference in us getting exposure to new listeners. So again, thank you so much for really being such a wonderful community. It's great to have people who are excited about the episodes, excited about the show, and to have people who are leaving me somewhat irritated messages when I leave them on a cliffhanger like the one that we ended on last week. So I'm going to let the recap roll. You appear in the main office, and at that little table where you guys were talking is Ori sitting with the woman you just fought, and she is feeding off of his arm, and he looks at you. It's not what it looks like?
Ori, that's like a vampire, dude. What's happening? You're letting a vampire eat you.
Well, yeah, she's one of mine, though. It's okay.
What do you mean she's one of yours?
The guy who was like essentially the hive keeper went mad.
And who's that?
His name is Eston. Find them. Find them.
I'm getting us out of here. I don't care if it scatters us to the four corners of the earth.
Vampire Lord manipulates it so that we come here to deal with one of his rogue generals.
Ori, is there any way that you could help us fight that guy and then we can conceal your involvement afterwards?
I'm under a compulsion. I can't do harm to his people.
I don't know, man. I want to kill her because she's a vampire, but if she's like an innocent person who got stuck into this, kind of like me, it kind of sucks.
I pull out the stake and the mallet, and I'm just going to go over to her, and I'm going to hold it against her chest, and then I swing the mallet.
She jolts awake, and outside you hear, "Oh, you were all in my house, now I'm coming to yours." Tass, Rachel is struggling against you. You can feel her fighting, trying to get the stake away from her chest. Spread out and find them. Oh, find them in their home. Roll kick some ass. Jake, as Tass is struggling, you see the transformation come over TJ again. Rachel's eyes flare up, and you see TJ, his teeth growing.
Oof, that's a 6, is what that is.
Except I can use the power of heart.
You can't. You're a creature right now.
Oh, damn. Sorry, bro. No power of heart.
So, Tass, you are struggling against Rachel, trying to get another hit on this stake. The mallet hits right next to her head. She reaches out a hand, grabs you, and sinks her teeth into the side of your neck.
Oh, God.
You take 3 points of damage. Jake, what are you doing?
So TJ's transformed.
He is. And you see Tass being bitten.
So does she have Tass's hammer arm, like, pinned?
She is holding it, yes. Like, imagine that they're hugging, essentially.
His body is pressing against the stake?
Sure.
All right. I want to reach around both of them and just kind of squeeze Tass to use, like, our leverage to push the stake further into her chest.
All right. Roll no limits.
Yes. Oh, no. Oh. This'll be the day that I die.
Yeah, that's a 3 minus 1.
So you wrap your arms around to try to squeeze them together, and your arm passes right in front of her mouth, and she sinks down and bites your arm.
That means she's not biting me anymore.
Accurate. 3 points of damage. Jake, roll straight cool.
7.
You're okay. As Rachel is feeding off of your arm, and you guys are stuck in this bloody and disgusting game of Twister, she pulls back away and she lets out a scream, but it's not ferocious, it's pain. And you can see that from her chest, there is a point coming out of it. And you look up and you see that Ori has thrust the stake that you had extra through the chair into her chest, and she is dead. And he looks just shell-shocked. Whatever this is, I'm in it now. You guys better be able to save my sister down the road. TJ, you are fine again.
I'm like holding my neck at this point. And thank you, Ori. You have my word. We'll do everything in our power to make sure that we make this right. Try to save your sister.
Before you try, can I buy you some new dice?
Please.
Okay.
Please, Ori, do that for me.
Maybe make some out of her teeth or something.
Oh, God. Ori, I didn't think you could hurt them.
Yeah, compulsion is... You have to dominate your will over the will of the person who put you under the compulsion. So the problem is, he knows.
Ori, man, I'm sorry we pulled you into this. I know you wanted no part of it, and I wish we could have kept you out, but I'm glad you stepped in.
Yeah, I think it was about to turn ugly, it seemed like.
About to, yeah.
You can hear these ghouls running around outside. They don't know where you are, but they're searching. It's only a matter of time before they figure out where you guys are right now. So you've got a little bit of time, but very little to figure out what you want to do. So what's the plan then?
We either need to get out of here because there are a whole lot of ghouls coming, or we need to hunt him down and take him out now.
I can't get all 4 of us out at once, but I could get out there and I could draw their attention. We gotta take the fight to this guy. Like, we got nowhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, something. TJ, if you can come up with some, I don't know, a device, something to distract the ghouls away so that we can just hit him head on. I don't know, something. We need a distraction. Ori, is there roof access?
Yeah, there's a ladder out back that goes up to the roof.
Okay, I can definitely get up there with the sniper rifle, and if he is in the open at all, that would be huge. I just don't know how we're going to get the ghouls off of us. They're coming quick.
Gonna go through all my pockets and things like that, and I'll pull out all the stuff that I've got, glow sticks, and got like that little patch with the little combination on it. I've got this thing of Vienna sausages.
What the hell for?
I don't know. I just found it in the cave.
In the cave?
Yeah, in the cave, in the storage room with all of our stuff in it.
So do they have something to do with the vampire lord or something?
Oh my God, do they use these as dog treats?
Roll investigate a mystery. Whoever's inspecting these.
Oh, 7.
I'll give him the power of heart.
Well, that's 8.
For 8.
Good. That's a good choice because I was going to take one away from him. You get hold 1.
What is being concealed here with the little winners?
The package is open. There's about a dozen of them in here. And as you inspect it, the smell fills the room. It's pretty strong. And as this smell fills the room, you each have a moment of remembering seeing the ghouls whenever they're paused, sniffing the air. You very clearly remember they don't seem to be looking at things unless they're underwater. When they're stationary, they're sniffing and they're feeling. So you think their sense of smell might be heightened. And inside of each little sausage is a fairly large pill that, based off of your little bit of medical knowledge, might be a pain pill or a sedative or a muscle relaxer.
Okay, we have something. Oh God, you're still bleeding. And can I try to like patch him up a little more?
Oh yeah, roll it.
I'll use the power of heart to help him out with healing me. Like I'm holding like...
What does that get you to?
7.
Okay. I'm going to take one away only because I saw you cueing him to use his power, and I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. So what's the effect of a 6?
You have 1 more damage.
He's like inspecting your bite hole, and he like tries to cut it away to get rid of like the dirty skin, and you hear him go, oops.
Sorry.
Jeez, ow. God, my bite holes. They're quivering.
Well, there's an image I'm never going to get out of my head. TJ's quivering bite hole.
Okay, you've got the sausages. What are we going to do with them?
Should we take him out there and just start throwing them to him? Or maybe even Ori, would you like some?
No, I ate.
No, I meant to throw to the ghouls.
Oh, yeah, I wonder, like, here, can I see him?
Yeah.
I might be able to justify why I turned against Rachel, if she kind of went blood mad and stuff. If I could not get involved with the fight against Eston, that might go a long way to saving my sister. I think I might be able to take these and lure the ghouls away with them.
That would be super helpful. If you can get the ghouls away, we can just try and 3v1 this dude.
Yeah, I'll take those and see if I can lead them away.
Okay, we have a plan.
All right, you go get on the roof. Me and TJ will wait in here with stakes and mallets until you get a shot off, I guess. When you pull the trigger, that'll be sort of our key. Is that cool?
Yeah, I mean, if I can even locate him, yeah, I'll do my best. Turn on your phones, and I'm going to just do a quick group call for them and just have it slipped in my pocket so that they can hear me.
Nice.
And do you ask them to put theirs on mute, or are you going to be hearing everything they say?
Man, these are good. These are all the questions I like. I like these. These are good. Yeah, so I turn my volume down and kind of reconfirm the direction I need to exit this building for the ladder.
I'll show you. I'm going to go out that same way to start trying to lead these things away.
All right, let's do this.
And so Ori leads you through the back room. It's actually his room, and you can see that there's, a TV and a game system and just some
his
books.
Coffin bed.
Yeah, his coffin bed. It's a race car bed.
Oh, nice.
But it's a hearse. It's a race car hearse. And at the back of his room, there is a hallway that then leads to a couple other rooms and then a back door. And outside of the back door is a ladder that's going up to the roof. He opens up the bag and starts to move it around to get the smell to come out, and you can hear scratching and running. He's like, oh, that's fast. I gotta go.
Go, 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 go.
And he starts running.
And I'll kind of give it a few beats to make sure that he goes. I don't essentially want to step out as they're swarming, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
want to just give it a few counts.
He runs over to the next building and then basically down the path towards the end of the buildings.
Okay. Do I see any ghouls after him, hot on his trail?
Not yet, you don't.
Okay. And I'm going to keep waiting for a few moments.
And then eventually you see some kind of moving slowly and sniffing, and they kind of look at each other and sniff, and then they start moving in packs that direction. One of them picks something off of the ground and eats it, and then the others run ahead. And you see that pretty quickly it kind of wavers and lays down, and it looks like it goes to sleep.
Oh, yeah. So then up I go.
So you get up onto the roof, read a bad situation.
Oh, good. 7.
I'm going to say that's a 6, actually. I'm going to use one of my 5 hold that you have given me over the course of Hawaii.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're down to 3 now.
So with your 6, there's really not a lot of reason to ever get on the roof of these buildings, and so that means they don't check them often. The ladder gives way as you climb it and breaks backwards, making a very loud crunch sound. You're able to jump off because you're only 5 or 6 feet off the ground, but you hear that metal as it hits the ground echo through the resort.
So I'm still on the ground. I just barely made it up. It breaks.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think I hear you.
Are there...
Oh, coming for you.
What's around me? Are there any rocks? Is there a rock close is what I'm really needing to know.
Sure.
Am I close to any of the bungalows?
You're by other buildings.
Okay. I want to throw a rock at one of the adjacent buildings' windows and then run like hell the opposite direction back into the building.
Okay. Roll act under pressure.
Okay. That is a 10.
Yeah, you scoop up a rock, you pitch it, and dive back inside the building as the shatter happens.
Awesome.
And you hear his voice pass. TJ and Jake, you hear Eston's voice outside as he passes by the building. There's a shatter of glass, and he giggles and continues past the door that he was getting ready to walk in, which was the door you're hiding behind. And now Tass is back in the room.
I'm pointing. He went that way. I broke glass. He chased it like an idiot.
And he just went by our door?
Yeah. There's a strange feedback as both of your phones play Tass's voice at the same time.
Oh, I'm going to fumble and turn it off.
Oh, what's that sound?
I just look at Tass and just mouth, good job, idiot. I think I'm going to gesture that we go back out the door Tass just went out. If he's turned around and might be coming for the front, then let's circle around behind him. Mouthing go and a loop around gesture with my hand.
I'm going to give a thumbs up.
And I'm just going to nod my head.
So you're all headed towards the back door trying to be quiet because you know this guy is out the front door.
Yes.
All right. Roll act under pressure, everybody.
10.
8.
I see TJ's dice.
6.
So, Tash, you are able to sneak no problem very quickly and quietly through Ori's room, back down the hallways and out the door. Jake, you have not seen this part of the building yet. You're going to try to sneak through here, and to keep up with Tash, you're going to knock something over and make a noise, or you're going to slow down and get lost inside of the building, or you can get out with Tass, but you know that you're going to leave TJ behind. We'll deal with TJs in a minute.
Leaving TJ behind is not an option. Boy, getting lost sounds real bad, and knocking something over invalidates this plan. I think I'm going to get lost.
Okay, so you duck into a door you think Tass went through, and it seems to be a clothing closet.
I start picking out a new look.
Yeah. You're like, I'm just going to disguise myself. Maybe I can get the hell out of here.
It's like the closet in GTA. As soon as I walk in, I'm locked into an animation where I start trying on other clothes.
Oh, thank God there's a ghoul outfit. I think I can blend in. TJ, you're following behind Jake, and he slides into this closet, and you think, oh, this is where we need to go. So you start to open the door, and as you do, you feel a cool breeze across your neck, and then you smell rotting flesh, and there's a face right in front of yours. This man looks like he has the plague. He is patchy. Skin hangs off his bones, literally, not like from weight loss. He has a very dark, dirty brown hat that sits over his greasy hair. You seem to be lost. Why don't you come with me? And he grabs you and you both vanish. TJ, you get a point of experience.
I do.
Yeah, because you were kidnapped by the monster.
I'm a victim.
Jake, you hear this from inside the closet. Tass, you are outside. What are you doing outside?
I'm creeping around to where I am certain he is in front of that front door.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot him in the back.
Excellent. So you get around to the front door, and there's nobody there. And you don't hear him anymore.
So I think I'm kind of spinning and scanning, looking for him, trying to be sneaky, I guess. And I'm going to turn back to my comrades to say, I don't see... Oh, where are you?
There's no one there.
Oh, dang. Through the front door or backtrack? Through the front door or backtrack?
While he's struggling with that eternal battle, what are you doing, Jake?
This happened behind me, right? Like what I just heard?
Like right outside your door.
Yeah, so I'm opening the door to see if they're out there. Like, stay ready.
There's nobody there.
I am going to teleport to Tass.
Jake appears right next to you as you walk in the front door again.
Oh, God, don't do
He
that.
got TJ.
What? How?
I don't know. We took a wrong turn trying to follow you, and he's got TJ, and he's gone, and I'm going after TJ.
Okay, go.
And I do.
TJ, you are standing in the middle of a graveyard. You have been for the past 10, 15 seconds listening to this man, Eston, talk. Their relatives never came to visit them, and I think that's very sad, so now we're giving them a purpose.
I'm just like,
So, why were you in my home? You destroyed my setup. I don't know how to recreate that, and if I can't recreate that, I'm going to be very upset with you.
You don't know how to recreate that? What are you, some kind of idiot?
You take 4 harm.
Ow.
He backhands you, and you fall into an open grave and hit the ground, and Jake appears next to you.
And I grab him, and I get us out of there.
Roll it.
I failed, and I'm trying to decide if I want to spend luck again already. Oh, my God.
I mean...
I think TJ's going to die if I don't. I'm going to spend another point of luck.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm going to take him back to our room.
You guys appear there.
And as soon as we arrive, I'm going to grab a dose of the werewolf serum and dose him.
All right, TJ, you are fully healed.
And I want to kind of give TJ a once over, like checking his pupils and shit. Like, how are you? You good?
I'm great. I am. Let's do some damage.
Okay, we need to go back and get Tass.
And that's right. My voice got slightly deeper because of this. I assume it's because I sound like a werewolf more.
I think you're stereotyping werewolves.
So, Tass, you are in the lobby, and you're looking around.
I have no idea where old boy is, Eston is. So I just want to kind of like, I don't know, get behind the counter of the main desk, just kind of peek up and wait and watch.
Okay, so yeah, you hunker down behind the front desk, and a couple seconds pass, and then you feel a cold chill in the room, and you see in the other room, just right outside the door, the boots of this man as he appears. Oh, I lost you. Oh, I lost my friend. Where are my pets? Where are they? I don't... And you hear him sniffing very loudly. I must go find my pets. And then you feel the cold again. and then you can tell he's not there anymore.
Okay, guys.
So you guys are back at the room. TJ's jacked up on werewolf serum, as is Jake.
We need to go back toward Tass. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'll head for go towards the door. And
I'm already out the door. I'm hopped up. Let's
All right.
do this.
All right.
stupendous.
So
Then I'm following him.
Okay, so you guys run out the door, and you hear Ori. What are you guys doing down here? You're supposed to be fighting the guy on that side of the property. These things are all over the place down here.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, Ori. Let's go get him.
What are you do? Don't walk down the path. I just laid a trail that way. Roll, read a bad situation.
8.
You get a hold 1.
What's the biggest threat?
You start to jog down the path, and you're like, I wonder what's the biggest threat to me right now. And you hear just scutter, scutter, skitter, skitter, sniff, sniff. Like he led ghouls this way, and you're just running into them the direction that he just came from.
I want to go grab TJ and yank him off the path,
Yeah.
in between bungalows or something, just not on the sidewalk where Ori just said he laid a trail.
Okay, roll act under pressure. These things are just everywhere.
That's a 3, and I broke my pencil lead.
It's dark out. You run forward on the path after seeing TJ run into the darkness, and you get up behind him and you grab him. And you're like, what are you doing? We have to stay out here. And you pull him behind a thing, and you spin around to talk to him, and it's a ghoul. And it goes, and it strikes at you. You take no damage because it only does 1 damage, but it is just in your face.
I want art of this specific thing. With the moonlight shining down on us in an embrace.
And you having a heart-to-heart with this thing that you think is TJ and
Yeah.
it's not. Or it's dressed like TJ in a really bad costume.
Where's TJ then? I don't know. I'm so turned around. How did I mess this up so
It's
bad?
that werewolf blood fighting with that whatever vampire blood, and also your holy blood.
I think I just want to toss him back toward the path where all the food and stuff and all of his, that hopefully he'll get overwhelmed by the smells again and leave me alone. What am I rolling?
God. Straight tough.
9.
No problem. You
Okay.
pitch this thing back onto the path, and it happens to land in front of one of these ghoul sausages, and it eats it and goes to sleep.
Oh, sick. That worked out even better than I expected. And now I want to find out how I've lost TJ. So I guess I'll teleport to him.
All right. Or is like, hey guys, you have to... You appear next to TJ, and he is almost to the front office.
Cool. Did I hear Ori start a sentence? Was that real?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go back to Ori and be like, sorry, what was that? I didn't catch the tail end of that. I think I do. Yeah.
Oh.
What were you saying? Sorry, I missed.
I was just saying, you guys got to hurry. I don't know how long these things will sleep after they eat them, and I think all of the treats have been eaten.
Okay, got it. Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
You're the best.
Thanks.
And then I go back to TJ. So as soon as I arrive back with TJ, I'm like, all right, Ori says we got to hurry up. They've eaten all the treats, and he doesn't know how long they'll stay down for.
Right, so we got to kill this guy faster.
So you guys go back to the main office, and you just go inside?
I want to peek in a window first.
Yeah.
As we get close to it, just look in a window and see if I see a horrible vampire man.
Nope. Everything seems cool.
Yeah, then go inside. Tass.
You hear them.
Oh God, guys, he was just here. He was just here, and I'm coming out of the little office.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He sort of appeared here, and then he was gone. He was looking for the ghouls.
Okay, well, we know where the ghouls are. They're between here and our room. Ori said that he thinks all the treats have been eaten, and he doesn't know how long they're going to stay down for. So we
Okay.
got to hurry. We don't have a long window without being overrun by those ghouls.
Okay, let's get outside so that I can get a little range on him. I'll get up on something, the bar maybe, and try to set up line of sight for a few shots. But that depends on you guys making some noise and bringing him to you. That brings him in close. I think we need to get outside so that we have a little bit of range on him and make some noise, bring him to us. I can get up on, say, the bar and try to line up a shot, but that relies on you guys making some noise and bringing him to you.
That's fine. I mean, we can get... So the ghouls were along the path that runs between the bungalows, so we can get right on our end of that path and make noise and hope that if he went and found his pets, that he comes back that direction.
All right, let's give it a try.
Let's do it.
Okay, head toward the bar.
Okay. Yeah, you were able to get up on top of the bar. No problem. It's only 8 feet high. And so just in the sense of the layout, you are at the back side of the pool. You can see very clearly from where you are bungalow 1 and 2, which are on opposite sides of the path. You can see down to the beach. You can see to the fire pit where you inspected the footprints in the sand. You can see down where the volleyball court is. And then behind you is the kind of rec center. And then a little further back in that direction is a building you guys have not been in yet.
On a quick scan, like, can I see any ghouls or him?
You can see the one that you saw fall asleep.
Okay. And yeah, I'm going to hunker down, get low, and wait.
And you guys are standing essentially on the path past where Tass is on the roof, but before it goes into the buildings.
Correct.
All right. How are you going to make noise?
Spooky man, come out and play.
I'm like, you're an idiot. And I said you were an idiot, you stupid idiot.
I stole your new toy. Do you want it back?
Everybody roll read a bad situation.
Oh, God.
11.
Good.
5.
That's funny. Twinsies.
Nice.
Yeah, 5 twins.
Guess what I did, though?
What?
I done did level up.
Oh, all right.
Already?
Well, let's resolve that.
Oh
Good
my
Lord.
God.
Have you rolled 5 times? Oh my God.
You lapped me.
So, TJ, what are you going to take?
I'm going to take a move from another playbook.
Oh, okay. What move's that?
I've went through all the different playbooks, and I found one that I think will really help out. In fact, it's called Helping Hand. It's from the Initiate playbook.
Uh-huh.
And what it does is when you successfully help out another hunter, they get +2 and not +1.
Oh, all
oh,
right.
wait a minute. Does that include Power of Heart?
Yes, but I do want to take this moment to point out you've used wrong for quite a while because it's only in combat, and you've used it like 3 other times, and we just realized this in the discussion of powers. So we'll be remedying that from here on out.
Yep. Only in combat can I ever
Only in
use
combat.
the Power of Heart.
So with a failure on read a bad situation, again, it is misread the situation or give away tactical info. Tass, I think you misread the situation. You see something moving, and you start to spin that direction because you think he's snuck up behind you. And so you're looking back towards the entrance of the resort.
Okay.
TJ, you see him spin around as you see Eston start to float out from between the two buildings. Realizing Tass is not looking the right way, you shout, "No, Tass, he's over here!" And you see Eston look to where you're shouting, and he sees Tass up on the building with his sniper rifle. It gets super complicated when I have to figure out how to work in both of your f***ups. Jake, you get a hold 3.
Excellent. What's the best way to protect the victims, my good friends who just damned themselves?
The best way to protect the victims, you see Eston come out, and he is floating about 2 feet above the air, and he is sniffing. Seeing him smell the air, having seen the ghouls smell the air, that if maybe you could stink up the area, or you could make it so that he couldn't smell, you think he would be at a disadvantage.
All right, I think I'm going to save my other 2. So, the closest thing that I could think of that has potent smells is probably things behind the bar. So I think I would want to get in the bar.
So you teleport to the bar right about the same time Eston does. Tass, you hear TJ yell your name. You spin around, realizing that what you saw wasn't what you thought you saw, and Eston appears on the roof with you. Roll Act Under Pressure.
Okay. I just am bereft. I just rolled another failure. So I'm using luck. First time, whole campaign, I'm using it.
What would you like to do to get away from him?
I mean, if I'm using my luck,
Uh-huh.
I want to backflip off this roof while slipping the sniper rifle into its holster and taking the shotgun out with the other hand.
Not a problem. You land behind the bar, having weapons swapped in mid-flip, and you land on the ground. TJ, what are you doing?
I have to run over to my friends because I'm over nowhere near them at the moment.
It's true. So you start heading over towards... do you have a weapon? Do you have a...
I've got nunchucks and the steak.
What do
and
you have
mallets.
out?
Oh, I've got my steak and mallet out.
Okay. Just running, pretending to hammer at him. I'm going to hammer like this, and if your chest gets in the way, it's not my fault.
That's right.
Jake, you see that Tass has backflipped off the roof of this little bar, and he has switched weapons, and he's looking up. You get the sense that Eston is above you. What are you going to do?
I basically want to drag a bunch of bottles just off the shelf in that direction and try and smash them on the ground in the hopes that some of this like alcohol smell starts filling the air and throws him off his game.
Yeah, you have destroyed a full 2 shelves of these bottles. Tass, as Jake smashes all these bottles, you see that Eston starts to scratch at his face and sniff, and he seems very distracted and off-put for a moment, and then he tries to turn his focus back towards you, but you can see that the muscles around his nose and his eyes are twitching a little bit, like whatever Jake is doing, the smell of it is having some effect on him and his ability to focus. TJ, you arrive, so now you all 3 are around the little tiki bar. Jake is inside, smashing bottles. Tass and TJ are standing outside looking up at Eston on the roof. What do you want to do?
Well, he didn't like cordiality, so I'd like to put some buckshot in him.
Roll it.
It's a 9.
How much damage does that do?
3.
You fire the shotgun up at him, and you see the pellets kind of hit, and he drops from his float and lands on the roof. And he grins, and he starts stalking towards the edge of the roof towards you. Jake, what are you doing?
Can I hear him above me as he moves?
Yeah.
I want to follow him towards that edge, and when he gets close enough to the edge, I want to grab an ankle and try and yank him off. Yoink!
Roll no limits.
Are you sure? Can I sell you on kick some ass?
With his strength, you cannot.
Well, I've got great news for everybody. I failed. Outright.
You charge forward, and you're going to try to reach up and grab Eston's foot as he reaches the edge of the building. You get super jazzed about this idea, and you feel the strength surge through you. And as you reach up, you punch through the support column, and the roof collapses down on you. The 2 of you see the ceiling collapse, and there's a moment where Eston goes, huh, and then he's floating. And then he drives down into the pile. 3 points of damage.
One might call it a pile driver.
Like he just flies straight down into the rubble and then back up. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, if he's still just floating there and he's just crashed into the Jake pile, I'm going to take another shot.
Roll it.
10.
Excellent. It's a 9 now.
You're down to 2, keeper.
I'm sure you'll give me more soon.
I know.
I got to use these. I didn't use any of them at the Halifax, and then they all just went away.
Yep.
So you exchange harm. He sees you getting ready to pull the trigger again, and he comes down towards you. You do 3 damage that does?
Mm-hmm.
And he does 4.
Oof.
Minus your armor.
I will take it willingly.
Does he have his back towards me now?
He's kind of next to you.
I'm going to take a swing with that stake and hammer.
All right. Roll kick some ass.
Yeah. Come on, baby. That would be an 8.
All right. So you guys exchange harm.
It's going to suck.
So that stake does 4. Is that right?
4. And then I assume I take 4 as well.
That is correct.
-1.
Oof.
So this melee has gotten pretty hot and heavy real fast. Jake collapses the building on top of himself. Eston drops down into the rubble and kind of stomps and then floats back up. You take a shot at him. He lunges towards you, clawing at you. TJ jumps up behind him, puts the stake to where his heart is, and starts to hammer through the back. It seems to hurt him very badly. He throws an elbow backwards, hits TJ in the face, knocking him. Jake, you hear this commotion outside of the rubble of your little tiki hut. What do you want to do?
I want to get out of the hut and teleport to TJ.
You teleport to TJ. TJ is on the ground about 5 feet from Eston.
If I can, I want to stake him.
Roll kick some ass.
I'm going to tell him that my stake is already in the back and that he should aim for the one that's already there.
All right. Yeah, that works. Roll kick some ass, Jake, and you get +2.
12.
Yo!
What is your extra effect?
I want to suffer less harm.
You hear TJ's words. You drop your stake and grasp your mallet with both hands, and you swing right at the nub of TJ's stake that is sticking out of his back, and you see it pass through his chest. He's leaning into Tass's face, fangs starting to come out, and Tass, you see his eyes get wide, and then all of a sudden there's just dust between you and Jake, and a stake clatters to the ground.
Oh my God, did we do it?
It seems like it. It seems like we did it.
I am going to lay back in the sand and I'm going to put both of my hands up in the air for high fives and just giggle like an idiot.
Yeah, I guess I'll high five him, but I am still concerned about the ghoul problem, so...
I'm going to high five him, but I'm going to grab his hand and pull him off the ground so he can get his butt up so we can deal with this.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this, boys.
Yeah.
So how are you guys proceeding? What kind of weapons are you using? How are you going to go through this ghoul maze and try to deal with this problem?
I would offer somebody my shotgun, and then I'm going to switch over my light rifle to the close setting, the shotgun setting.
Okay, so that does the 4 light damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the shotgun.
All right, so there is one fairly close up the path. That's the one that you saw fall asleep.
Okay, I'm going to walk straight up to it and hold the light rifle to its face. Say, you guys ready?
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull the trigger.
You pull the trigger on this light rifle, and the ghoul disintegrates. You can see from pulling the trigger of this that your intel about a ghoul's weakness to sunlight still holds true. These ghouls are able to get around in the daylight, but you think it might be because they have a little bit of armor to them, but condensed light still gets to them.
Oh, boys, this is going to be a good night.
And I pump the shotgun. Welcome to dawn's early light. Not realizing that,
You just lost a live cartridge.
Yeah.
That now you have 1 bullet left.
Oh, I see the cartridge fall down, and I obviously pick it up and put it in awkwardly, and like, is
And
this how you do it?
You put it in backwards.
Yeah.
Like Elmer Fudd. We're not going to go through this. You guys easily clean up these sleeping ghouls because of your weapon and their weakness to light. It does double damage. They only have 7 hit points, so you're doing 8 damage a pop to them. You're able to move through. You can see all of them, no problem. As far as you can tell, this is all there is. Ori is at the end of this little path of destruction because it's about every 30, 40 feet, there's a ghoul asleep on the pathway, and you're just like, bloof, 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 and they just go up in a little flash of light.
I love that my rifle changes its inflection based on how it's feeling at the time.
Yeah. No, that's the sound of them imploding.
Oh, I see.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that you're doing 8 damage to something with a weapon that has no kick.
Yeah, right? It's literally like turning on a flashlight, I
you're
assume.
pulling a trigger that just turns on a flashlight and then off a flashlight.
I think 1 or 2 of them, I take it like a sweeping motion to just kind of like erase them.
It only does part of the damage that way if it's not focused. Yeah.
Okay.
So they wake up and they bite you.
Okay.
So Ori is at the end of this path of destruction. Is everything all right? Wait, good Lord, why didn't you let me borrow that? I could have taken care of these things.
I wasn't sure if it would work against old boy, so I wanted to keep it for that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, the good news is we got him.
Oh, good.
So now we need to figure out our story that covers your ass.
I think that if I can convince him that she went crazy from being, with him for that amount of time, then it might be okay.
That is a damn good story.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not far off. I mean...
Yeah, I just don't know. He's never used any kind of mind powers on me before or anything, and I don't think it's from lack of trying, but like I said, I don't really know exactly what I am or how I work.
Do you want to, find out what you are and how you work? Because...
What do you like?
I mean, our organization deals in monsters. They might be able to tell you some stuff about you.
Oh, I doubt it. I'd like to know, but man, anytime you get a group of people into an organization and they have an agenda, I don't imagine I come out of your place of business alive.
Yeah,
That's a fair concern.
he's not wrong.
What about Rev? We have a friend who deals with magic and creatures and lore and everything like that. He might be able to tell you what you are.
Does he, kill things?
No.
No.
Yeah, all right. It might be a couple days. I should stay here and see if he shows up. But yeah, I mean, you tell me where to go or whatever, and I'll try to come visit, I guess. Is there anything else you guys want to do? I would say, it's not out of reason to go to sleep and get up and have breakfast and again act like everything's fine, and then you guys should continue acting like everything is fine and get on a plane and get out of here. Because I'm sure he'll give it a little window before he checks in, even if he's upset.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I still need to go retrieve my hammer.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, we might want to scope out the rest of his lair. We didn't cover every inch of that place. Couldn't hurt.
Sure.
You know it's way too dark for you to dive into the ocean and find anything. So you probably want to wait till morning to try.
Yeah, I'll wait until it's daylight.
So you guys go to sleep?
Yeah, I think so.
The sleep of 1,000 dreams.
Before we go to bed, I should probably try to medic TJ up a little bit.
Oh, he did get kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Do you want
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
give it a
All
try?
right. Yeah,
well, we're
sure.
like not in craziness.
Well, I'm a little apprehensive because of the last time you tried to heal me and you cut open
hey,
my bite
Quivering
holes.
bite hole.
hey, TJ, shut up.
All right.
Okay. Yep. Well, that's a 9, so that would heal up 2 points for you.
Excellent. Oh, that's
so what are you
much
at now,
better.
TJ?
I'm at 1 harm.
Okay.
You're welcome. Jakey Poo, do you want a little tender, loving heal?
No, I'm good.
Okay, that's fair.
Do you need me to?
It's not worth you just taking more to chance it. Like, I'm not bad.
Okay.
You're all pretty exhausted. So the next morning, Ori makes breakfast. You guys eat. How are you going to go back out to the island to investigate it?
Do you want to go try to start the Jeep?
Yeah, I'll teleport out to the Jeep and see if it's rested long enough yet.
It starts.
Okay, then I will drive it back across and pick them up.
So TJ and Tass get into the Sea Gobbler and head across. Jake teleports onto the beach and waits for them. You guys get there, climb out of the car. Where are you going?
Well, I guess if we're looking for the hammer, it went straight down the hole. We should probably just go back there, right?
Yeah, throw on my scuba gear and...
Is anybody
bottom
going to
water.
help him?
Yeah.
And you're staying?
I'll stay up here at this shack.
So you both end up in the water down at the bottom of this pit, and you're swimming to the bottom trying to find this lost hammer. Roll Investigate a Mystery.
So as we're swimming, I'll just kind of stay on his side and, anywhere that I see him kind of looking and directing the flashlight, I just want to kind of widen that scope with mine. So
Okay. Roll Help Out.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
what you've
no.
done.
But you do get a +1.
Well, that puts me at a 6.
Oh, no.
Failing that investigate roll actually levels me up.
Oh, okay. What are you going to take?
I'm going to do a boring one. I'm just going to get +1 weird. So that brings me to a 0. And hopefully I fail my angel wings and no limits rolls slightly less often.
Okay.
I dig that.
All right. So you guys look around here for a little while, and you don't see anything. Not that you don't see the hammer, but you really have a hard time seeing anything. It's very dark, and there's a lot of... it's like the sand has been kicked up a lot, things swimming around down here frantically, and so it's hard to see. You guys swim back up to the top, and you start to make your rounds around the inside of the base. You go into what was the workshop with the cage, and everything looks just like you left it. You go back to the center or the right tunnel next.
I cleared the center, like I went all the way down that to the sea.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we might as well head right.
How far are you going to follow this right tunnel? Because it goes for a minute. Like, you're in there for a little bit, and it still keeps going.
How about this? If you want to pop up and let Tej know what we're doing, if we think this goes all the way back, I'll follow it the whole way just to kind of see if there is anything down here, any other offshoots or anything else. And, you can either go back with him on the Jeep or let him know so that he can take it over and then come back down with me, whatever you think.
All right, I'll pop up to TJ and, hey, we're going to follow the right tunnel, which seems to go on for quite a while. So if you want to take the Jeep back to the island and rendezvous with us, or...
Did you find your hammer?
No, I didn't.
Oh, sorry, man.
Well, hopefully I can come back with something more robust than a dive light and track it down later. But unless you have a problem with it, I'm going to go down with Tass again and walk that tunnel. You think you can get the Jeep back okay and everything will
Sure.
be fine?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, and then I poof back down.
And as he poofs back down, I go towards the hole in the shack, and I jump into the hole and start the search for his hammer.
Oh, okay. Roll Investigate a Mystery.
Oh my God.
I'm going to burn a luck.
Oh my God.
What?
Doomed. He's going to be doomed.
Oh, you're so close.
So as you appear back in the tunnel, Jake, you hear... sploosh. TJ, you start to swim around.
I think I just stop and shake my head and turn around to go see what that was. I assume Tass also heard it.
Yeah.
Well, can't say I'm not proud of him, and turn around and head that way.
Okay. So you guys get to the edge of the pool. You can tell that there are some ripples. You don't hear TJ up above anymore.
I'll jump in.
I guess I'll teleport to TJ.
So Tash, you jump in. Jake, you teleport next to TJ, and he is at the bottom, a little distance away from the opening of the pit into the water. You see this, Tass, and I assume you swim over to where they're at.
Yep.
There's a bunch of seaweed and a very large shell, and right next to the shell, you can see he's floating there, and he sees you, and he points to your hammer. It is down amidst the seaweed.
Okay, I'll swim down and grab it.
You grab hold of the hammer, and there is a flash of light, and you vanish. And suddenly you're standing in front of a very thick, mustached old man. He's missing an eye. He is dressed in scales that are covered in frost. I think you and I need to have a chat. And the two of you, the light clears and the hammer is still there. And we all know that this is a cosplay prop from the comic book and the movie Thor. And it says in the inscription, "Whoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor." And the words shimmer, and worthy changes to unworthy.